big ringer, all the killings, how little, so many, wants, bless you to say, against, but how big when, of course, so many do say against. My reflex is always to say, I don't know, like when I go to the doctor and get my knee whacked, or how the ground gets so hard so quick after the rain. It went down to like 57 degrees. A big sigh. I mean, how else to keep reiterating the stolen and murder? It just keeps going on and on. I mean, really, anything, the less they know, the better. Today I heard a woman recite a poem. It was so true and beautiful. She raised herself up into and became the poem. And I never believed in anything any more than what she said. So what? The tomato plants in the garden aren't growing. I don't know what we did wrong. Maybe they don't get enough sun. There's a lot of weeds on the east and west sides of the tomato plants. The other plants on the other side of the garden are doing great. Rachel cleaned up her side of the closet, and now my side looks like shit. I'm sleeping better now that I drink less. We've only grown 2 tomatoes thus far, and we suspect the neighbors took one because this morning there was only one on the vine. It rained real nice today. I touched the soil before I came in from work, and my fingers slipped into the earth, which reminded me of sex. And I don't have more sex now that I drink less, which is not how it used to work. I've gotten more comfortable with being naked. I've gotten more comfortable with being not afraid of dying, though I am afraid of right before I die. I drink more water than I ever have before. I'm reducing my carbon footprint. I've decided I want to be cremated. I want to give up my organs. I knew a girl in college who died young, and before she died, she raised a bunch of money online, and now her body is cryogenically frozen. You can read about it in the New York Times. Maybe death is how best to get in touch with my body, with nature. I need to sit in the garden. I feel so uncertain generally. I need to get my guitar restrung. I need to dust. I need to Google 2017 Native American death statistics so I can tell you about them. Some damn squirrel keeps running around our walls, and I'm glad it's found a home, but I don't much care for all the commotion, especially when I'm trying to drink water and watch baseball and be in the garden. The neighbors mowed off most of the watermelon. Does watermelon life begin at watermelon conception? The planting, the turning of the compost, the heat stink from when the lid fell off the compost bucket when I was taking it up downstairs? It all devolves, usually into argument. I used to be a lot louder than I am now. Old pictures of me not dead in graffitied basements, beer in hand, teeth exposed, the cats hide when it rains. Every day death, so hey, everything, every day. It feels good to be sweeping. We bought a new TV and I got distracted and lost the remote, so it just sits on the designated TV table, waiting. Ileana said into her vodka, every time she read a poem by a man, the eye was a dip going in her face. Every time she said that, every time she read a poem, then she won one of the biggest poetry prizes you can win. We live in a thieved country run by thieves, and I love buffalo wings. We've agreed to never call the cops. The check engine light has been on in my car for about a week now. On, in, I think so. I need to get back in touch with my body, with nature. I walked in the grass barefoot, but it just made my feet itchy. So what? Sonnet after Ben Balcom's short films. What hope to be gleaned from sitting together? What hope to be gleaned from light shielding darkness? What hope to be gleaned from all sitting same direction? What hope to be gleaned from not being able to talk to the person next to me? What hope to be gleaned from repetition? What hope to be gleaned from the gulpy aura of sincerity? When all else fails, we go to the movies, we popcorn, we feel the tilt of the earth on its axis. So what? Palpable dread now all over the silvery slink of each day. We've been listening exclusively to songs that feature real drums and hand claps and foot stomps in order to remind ourselves of the natural rhythms of humanity, which doesn't really work, so we try sex, which also doesn't work, but is fun at least.